The story of 300. But that's not Sparta. The real Spartans were more terrifying and more tragic than any movie ever dared show. Forget democracy. Forget marble columns. Sparta was not Athens. By the 8th century BCE, the Spartans had turned their city into a weapon. They conquered Messenia, enslaving its people, the Helots, to do all the farming. Why? Because every Spartan citizen was raised to do just one thing: fight to the death. At age 7, boys were taken from their mothers. No comfort, no mercy. They entered the Agoge, a system designed to break the weak and forge killers. They were starved, whipped, and forced to steal food. If they were caught, they weren't punished for stealing, they were punished for getting caught. Sparta's strength was built on fear. The Helots, who worked the land, outnumbered Spartans nearly 7-1. To keep them in line, Sparta invented the Krypteia, a secret police force of teenage killers. Each year, elite Spartan youths were sent out, not to train, but to murder Helots in the night, any who seemed too strong, too bold, too dangerous. It wasn't warfare. It was state-sanctioned genocide. And women. Spartan women were stronger and freer than most in the ancient world, not out of progress, but because they were expected to breed warriors. The legend says 300 Spartans stood alone at Thermopylae. That's a lie. There were over 7,000 Greeks. But when the Persians flanked the pass, King Leonidas stayed behind with his 300 Spartans and a few hundred allies. They didn't fight to win. They fought to buy time, to die on their feet, and become legend. They did. But it wasn't enough to save Greece. Sparta eventually crushed Athens in the Peloponnesian War. They stood alone as the most feared power in Greece. But they couldn't adapt. They refused to change. They believed only true-blooded Spartans could rule, and their numbers fell. No trade, no walls, no innovation, just warriors. So when the Helots finally rose, and when Thebes came for revenge, Sparta collapsed, not with a bang, but with a slow, irreversible crumble. The Spartans weren't legends. They were human, brutal, disciplined, terrifying. They built a society that could kill, but not survive peace. Comment Sparta if this changed how you see history. And follow Historica for truth that hits harder than myth.